Es que es una delicia y hoy lo pueden disfrutar en este Día Nacional del Brownie. Con esto despedimos el informe del día. Gracias por acompañarnos y nos vemos aquí mañana con mucha más información. Hasta entonces.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Maddie Evans, and we've got a great show in store for you. I cannot believe we are already 8 days into December. It feels like time is absolutely flying by, but we're going to introduce you to Tom Miller to get you excited, even more excited, for the upcoming ski and snowboard season. Then we're going to introduce you to Bill Humbert, the recruiter guy, on maybe finding that perfect job into the new year. Then we're going to introduce you to the Vail Yeti. If you missed their games this weekend, we'll make sure you mark your calendars for next weekend, as well as introduce you to Vail eyepieces because they've got beautiful accessories for your face. It's all here on Good Morning Vail, which starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging on to our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
I'm Jason Kennedy, and this is The Wager. Let's go, Wes! We've all heard about this pickleball craze. Celebrities are playing pickleball matches all the time, and they're challenging each other to these ridiculous bets. Now I'm bringing the cameras to their house with new celebrities and a new bet every week.
Hello, rally there.
It's just real, genuine conversation.
I got invited to Usher's birthday party. What am I doing here?
And some pretty crazy antics.
Discover hidden treasures at our high-end consignment store, The Aspenite, located in the heart of Glenwood Springs, where your go-to destination for luxury finds and unique treasures, from elegant fur coats and designer handbags to locally crafted handmade candles. Our collection is curated with style and quality in mind. We believe in giving a second home to exceptional clothing, shoes, and accessories, keeping sustainability and sophistication at the forefront. Open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Sunday. We invite you to explore our one-of-a-kind selection. Got a high-end handbag, fur coat, or other luxury item to consign? Bring them to us. We'd love to help you share their story. Stop by today and experience the charm of high-end consignment at the Aspenite.
Good morning, Vail.
If you're not already so excited for the winter season and to get out there and enjoy the slopes, well then we're going to get you even more excited with Tom Miller, who's an incredible snowboarder. Let's introduce you to him now.
Welcome back to this show. Now, I don't think this man really needs an introduction. We have Tom Miller. Maybe you don't know him like that, but Trailer Tom, first chair extraordinaire. How are you doing, Tom?
Excellent. How about yourself, Gretchen?
I'm very, very good. And Tom, we've known each other for years and years and years. First chair, I heard about you, let's see, maybe about 10 years ago, A-Basin. I remember I was going down with my friends. I was super stoked. And I heard about you and Nate Dogg and how you have gotten first chair. Well, back then, we'll say now, how many years has it been?
This year,
Yes.
when we accomplished that mission once more, it was our 32nd year.
32
Doing this tradition.
years. That's amazing. And I remember meeting you guys, and I was so excited that you guys had spent the night, I think, 2 or 3 nights before.
Correct.
To get the first chair. And here I am rolling in deep at like 4 a.m. or something. And I think I was like third in line. Cesar, some of the other local heavy hitters were there. And I was just, you guys were so kind to me and just welcomed me in. And it was my first year here in the Valley, and just, it was rad. So we're going to go back a minute because you guys have movies, you have movies, books, etc. What was the kind of starting process with all this, like getting the first chair? What kind of spoke to you or empowered you to do this? Yeah.
Okay, so there was a man at Loveland named Elmer Mulkins that used to
Okay.
get first chair.
Okay.
And so I would go there to Loveland as a kid and try to get that first chair. And
Oh, see, I never knew
even if
that.
I beat
Okay.
him in line, he would be the guy that got first chair, just because he was
Okay.
well known for this.
Okay.
So when we passed that, he passed that tradition on to us, it was a real fight for that position. So it was
Oh,
more
so
like
you-
a week in line to just, hey, we've earned it, we've
That's
put our
what I thought,
time in
yes.
line.
Okay.
And can't deny us, we've been after this for a week. And
Right.
So yeah, it's really fun when others do join in line,
Yes.
like yourself. Whatever
So
time that
awesome.
may be,
Yes.
just bring that fresh energy after we've been there for multiple days. waiting
yeah,
for that.
in the trailer.
Right,
That's why
right.
Trailer Tom.
That's it, yeah.
That's so rad because I remember also seeing news, one of our buddies on the news channel talking to you guys, and I think it was like 6 days out, and it was dumping snow one of the years, and you guys were just amped, and you're like, yeah, we're not going anywhere. This is like, we're here. We're getting first chair. This is, the vibe.
We put that time in line, and people ask, what do we do? And we're sitting
Yeah.
in line for all night. Or
Right.
some of us work remotely, so we can get a lot of work done if you don't sleep
100%, yeah.
during the night. Pinball is one of my favorite hobbies.
Yes,
and,
yeah.
So bring a pinball tournament or bring a pinball machine.
I love that.
And play up on the slopes, or just talking with folks and sharing stories. And those long, cold nights, you got to find something to do.
It's so true. And I remember a couple years after the first time I met you, I did spend the night in my car, and it was dumping snow, and we had like a disco party. Like we were all dancing around there at A-Basin, and it was super fun. I just, it's such a vibe. And you guys bring it, and you bring the fun, you bring the energy, you bring that love. So now, 32, is that correct? 32 years later, you have a book and 2 movies. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah,
Yes,
I made
okay.
2 films about
Yeah.
the adventures of first chair on opening day. One's a science fiction, and the other one's
Right.
more of a documentary.
And that's when we talked to you, I think, last year about.
Correct.
And now you're doing you have the documentary.
Just came out with a brand new documentary,
So
first chair
cool.
opening day snowboarding, The White Ribbon of Livin'.
Of living, because some people say the white ribbon of death, but we say
Right.
of living.
I don't know why they would call it the white ribbon of death. So yeah,
I
white ribbon
love
of life,
this.
absolutely.
And I know this is really cool because everyone, I can almost say, I think every single person in here I know, which
I
is
would
pretty.
guess that
Okay,
you
I'm
would.
reading. Yes,
Yes.
I love this. And I heard my pink pants made a little bit of a cameo during.
Absolutely, Gretchen. You are in the movie along with lots of folks over here in the Vail Valley.
I love that. And I have to say this, we love you. You have such good energy. You're so positive, and thank goodness for you on opening day here without my voice here opening day. You were so good about coming over with all the old school people that you've had with First Chair, and talking for me. So we adore you here. So.
My pleasure. Yeah, glad you made it out, even though you did not have the voice.
That was wild.
Glad to stand in and try to fill those shoes to be your voice. Didn't know how I did, but it's fun to fun to be part of that whole opening day over here.
So Tom, I have a question about the documentary real quick. So can you kind of walk us through what we're going to see when we watch it?
Yeah, so 32-year adventure, as we just discussed.
Right.
So we have footage from 32 years ago.
Wow.
And even before that, when we were snowboarding but didn't really go for that first chair.
Right.
And so just walks through that whole history of the main folks that usually get first chair over in Summit County. The history of us. We're doing a lot in the snowboard community, but people just remember that we're the first chair folks.
100%.
So, really kind of leaned into that and just discuss that whole scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the adventures over all those years and really walking through what it's like to spend those nights in line and
That's so
the
cool.
people that are involved in that and what their background is. Why do they do this type of thing?
Right, like what fuels them. And because it is, I remember moving out here 10 years ago and thinking, oh, skiing, that's going to be my new sport. Little did I know it would be my lifestyle, my culture, my love, my safe space, my happiness. So I get that very deeply, and I know that's everything that you believe in more. And it's neat. I do have to tell you, opening day, both Vail and Beaver Creek, both of them, because people were asking me where you were. Everyone loves you. Like all the people that work here, all the people that, the blue coats and red coat, everyone, they just adore you guys. They think it's you guys are a cool tribe of people.
Well, it's so great to hear. We do love to inspire those folks to try to get out there and get on the slopes or try it for the first time.
Totally.
And just bring that stoke. I mean, the energy level in the stoke is so high.
Yes.
Everyone's stoked to just be there and be back on the slopes.
And it's a family. A crew, a tribe.
Absolutely, yeah. First chair family. And
yeah.
It's like a big family reunion each year when you see all these folks you hadn't seen all summer, perhaps.
Someone asked me how I felt about opening day, and I said it was like coming back after you've been gone and it's summer camp, and you're just so amped to see each other and so happy. I do have a question. I thought about you the other day. Someone was talking about you guys. I need sleep. I literally am a chick that I need 6 or 7 hours or else I'm not there. I never asked as a friend, I can't believe I've never asked you this. How are you so present and able to snowboard and you're so good anyways, but how are you able to do that with you don't really sleep?
I've just been that way most of my life. Didn't hardly need any sleep. And for that adventure of first chair, it's the whole first chapter of that winter.
Right.
And so you're just running on excitement and adrenaline and fumes at that
literally.
time. But yeah, you'll start to get tired throughout certain times as you're waiting for so long. But then somebody else will come in and they're so excited and they're fresh. They just got there.
Yeah.
They've had plenty of sleep. So that really keeps you going.
Is Nate like that too? Nate Dogg? Is he?
Nate is like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was wondering because I was thinking about all the usual suspects coming in, especially in Vail, like Cesar. I know he brings the energy. Jen bringing the energy. Taylor, one of our favorites. It's just funny though because I have never thought to ask you when you're not sleeping that much and then you're just there and present and you're slaying and you're so amped. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. Like chug Mountain Dew or something.
It's not for everyone, that's for sure, and it takes a lot of practice. I mean, you're sleep deprived and your mouth is cold and frozen. Totally. It's hard to talk, but we do the best we can.
I think one year when I came up, it might have not been you. Someone was in a sleeping bag, and I came over, and they were sleeping. It might have been you or I don't remember which one, but I was just like, this is wild. It's such a cool culture, such a neat thing.
Plenty of nights of spending them out in the sleeping bag just underneath the chairlift.
And look at me, I was in my Jeep. You guys are way more gnarly than me. So I had another question too. Tell us about the book real quick because I'm interested in that. Yeah.
So we did a science fiction ski and snowboard film about the adventure for first chair.
Okay.
And then there's a lot of talk about a sequel. So the sequel is this story that came out instead of a film version in a book version.
Awesome.
And so
Snowboarding's Last Stand.
Cool. It's
That's
illustrated novel.
Okay.
So at the end of each chapter, there's an illustration.
Awesome.
And when I was a kid, I would read big, thick novels, and maybe at the end of that novel, there'd be one picture. So that was your reward kind of for doing that. So I wanted to have
you read,
more,
you get a picture.
Yes. So I wanted to do at least some sort of artwork at the end of each chapter.
Cool. I love that. Now, Tom, I know obviously we'll see you snowboarding all over Vail and beyond Summit County. What is in store next for you? What can we look for? What will our next interview be about, Tom?
Well, I do plan to do another science fiction ski and snowboard film surrounding the first chair adventures. But
Dope.
That's what's on the docket next.
How cool. And to all the people, especially like the younger adults that I know, there's lots of them look up to you and think, this is so awesome. How did you get involved with doing that? What can you say to people as far as like chasing your dreams? Because you've made this your brand, which is so neat. What would you say to like the younger kids, adults looking up to you?
Get out there, have fun, do what inspires you the most.
Yeah.
Whatever is so inspiring, it can bring a tear to your eye. Follow that. See where it takes you. And as long as that can be a healthy thing, that's a good thing.
I love that. And I also would add, like, you're such a positive human, and you bring so much joy to people, so that's huge. So we love you. Thank you for gracing us again. Good morning, Vail on the couch.
Thanks so much for having me. See everyone in Vail out there on the slopes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. What do you usually wear? What's your usual, like, Steve, so people can look out for you?
So lots of costumes I'll be
That's what I was,
filming the different characters for these movies.
Okay,
but
cool.
To represent or to signify this year of 32, pretty much this bright yellow 32
bright yellow.
Can't
we'll call
miss it.
The bumblebee.
The
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. If you see Trailer Tom on the mountain, he definitely wants you to say what up, say hi. You can. I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like you can ask him questions, get inspired, and we hope to see you soon on the mountain. Keep it right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In depth with Graham Bensinger.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners.
This is a scooter. Have you had it the whole time?
I have not. It's actually the third time I've owned the car.
Sell, regret, sell, regret. To the actual prototype GT40, I got to sit in that car.
Oh, I gotta get me one of these, man.
We've got all the muscle, the speed, and the stories.
I got stage 4 cancer. A bunch of friends came together and decided that this thing needed to get done then. A lot of friends came together and made this thing happen.
Hey, if it has an engine and a story, you're going to hear about it on rides. Almost every vehicle, doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, there's some tie to your past.
Did you miss the Vail Yeti game this weekend? Well, I had the opportunity earlier this week to sit down and chat with them about some of the incredible games that they have upcoming this season, so you can mark your calendars and enjoy them next weekend before they take the hiatus for the holidays. Let's introduce you to some of the Vail Yeti.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Now, something that we all know and love here in the community is the Vail Yeti hockey team, only because it is the best way to get out and show support for your community. And I'm so lucky being joined by two Yetis on the couch. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm going to have each of you introduce yourselves and the position you play and how long you've been playing for the Yetis.
Yeah, so my name is Dom Panetta. I'm a left wing. I'm number 7, and I've been on the Yeti for about 5 or 6 years at this point.
And I'm Brennan Schultz, and I'm fairly new actually. This is going to be my first full season. I joined the Yeti last year in January.
Number 17.
Number 17, yeah.
Number 17. That way when people are out there, they were like, we've seen them.
Yeah.
Because you have the best introduction. They get your last name so spot on every game, so everyone knows who you are because it's like drawn out for 15 seconds.
Yeah, and we do it for the community. We love our fans, and just interacting with people throughout the season has been amazing, and kind of each season it becomes more and more a part of our team. It's like, we're a hockey team first, but then we're showtimers on the side a little bit.
I mean, it is really fun, and it's one of the best ways to get out in the community. Mm-hmm. You walk through the stands, and you're like, I know this person, I know that person, I know that person. You're like, hi, and it's amazing because it really shows how you guys bring the community together.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. $10 a ticket. Like, what are you doing on Friday, Saturday night? You're going to the game.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's the cheapest beer in Vail.
It is. And, us playing all these mountain towns this year.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, we need to talk about it because we have 5 big mountain or ski town rivalry games this year. 2 against Jackson Hole, 2 against Park City, which I hear you have some connections. Mm-hmm. And then 1 home game against Breckenridge this year. So that one's going to be packed. I'd buy your tickets right now for the Breckenridge game.
Yeah, that one sells out, and that one gets rowdy.
Yeah,
like,
that one's
very rowdy.
All of the games get rowdy, but that one is next level.
Yeah.
So people need to mark their calendars. The best way for people to know what's happening with the Vail Yeti is the Instagram.
Yes, our Instagram is always firing every day. We're always on there, letting our fans know what's going on, who our new players are, who we're playing against, and kind of anything else you really need to know.
Who's starting that night, who's playing in goal, all the lines, everything. We have it all on there.
All those good nitty-gritty details. And then, of course, the important part, the puck drop.
The puck drop's always important. Yeah. Not to mention, puck drop is at 7:45, but Chuck-a-Puck as well. We always are trying to raise money for local charities around here. This weekend is Habitat for Humanity in the Vail Valley. So buy your Chuck-a-Pucks. We always sell out, so I'd buy them as soon as you get
early,
to
buy them first period.
Yeah. You have a chance of winning some money, and the rest of the money goes to a great organization. So.
And yesterday was Giving Tuesday here in the community, so if you missed out on the opportunity, this is a great way to recover.
Exactly.
Best way to recover.
That way you're participating in the giving still, but in a really fun way.
Yep.
Now, it's cheaper to buy your tickets online in advance before coming to the game instead of buying them at the door.
And it guarantees you a ticket. Because if you wait, they could be all gone.
That's the big one this year, yeah. Each year, our average attendance has gone up by about 150. So this year, we're actually now at the very tipping point of max capacity for every game. So definitely be buying your tickets online if you want a ticket. Sometimes people bum rush the door, and our poor Taylor, who runs our ticket counter at the front, it makes it much easier for her when people are buying online. So we are trying to push that, but we do sell them at the games. So if you do happen to come by and you have some cash, more than happy to get you a ticket.
Yeah. But you save money to do it online.
Yes,
and we were just showing the video from your website, and you can see the crowd getting just extremely
into it. They get so
rowdy.
into it. Yeah.
They do, and it's so fun. It's so fun to watch everyone interact with each other, and it's really fun to see our community come together to support you guys. Now, you have some exciting news. December 8th.
Oh, yes. We are launching a YouTube channel on December 8th. We're trying to give the fans a more inside view of what we're doing on a weekly basis, and mostly in the games, kind of giving you upfront personal access to the players, so you guys can get to know us a little bit better. I know we're all really excited to play in front of you. It's been 5 years since my first Yeti game, but I remember coming out to the crowd and just being like, "This is crazy! Like, this is insane." So
I'm living in that era right now.
Yeah, so you know,
feeling it all.
Brendan felt that last year, I think. What was your experience?
It was crazy. Like, you didn't expect that all these fans would be so willing and so passionate about the team. It's insane. You got little kids waiting for you, getting autographs, and it just feels great again.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like a hometown celebrity.
In a weird way, it does. Yeah, we try to not let it get to our head too much, but yeah, I mean, having kids ask you for autographs, it brings you back to the days when we did play professional and in college and stuff.
Exactly.
So it's just nice giving back and growing the game. So yeah, we're happy to be here, and hopefully, we'll be around for the next 100 years here in Vail.
How nostalgic for everyone to come back and get to play, and then what a great community to be playing in.
Yeah. It's the best. Yeah. It's all time. So, and I also wanted to mention a couple other games that we're playing this season. If you
we
don't
love
mind.
to hear all of the games. If you just want to give us the whole rundown, that way we can mark our calendars.
Right.
Breck Vipers is big, but Park City, that's my second home.
Yeah, and
so,
they're good. They're going to be a good team, and we need people to show up and be like, "Hey, Vail Pride, we are here to support our team."
That would be a hard one for me to
come
draw
on.
between. It's hard to
It's
pick.
the first time we're playing them too, right?
It is, yeah. First time
so it
playing
should
Park
be
City,
interesting.
so yeah, we'll see how they are. They're supposed to be good.
Some other ones.
A couple other ones. CU Boulder's club hockey team is coming to play us, so we got a bunch of young college kids coming to take us on. That's early January, I believe. And then we have the Empty Netters podcast. So if you've heard of Spit and Chicklets podcast, which is if you know hockey, Spit and Chicklets is the biggest podcast in the country. Well, Empty Netters is the second biggest podcast.
They're number 2.
Yeah, so we have them coming to town. They're interviewing a couple of our local legends like John Michael Lyles, Pierre Turgeon, as well as putting together kind of an all-star professional team to come play against us. So that will be a fun weekend. We'll have a lot of spotlight on our community, our valley that weekend. They're bringing a whole camera crew, so we should show out for that one as well.
So there's so many great opportunities for people to come and be part of the community and really show their support and love for the Vail Yeti, unless you're me and
Yeah, we'll let you slide that weekend, but the rest of the weekends you gotta be cheering for us.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right.
I would never even waver.
We'll host that anyway because we're gonna win.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you want to root for the losing team, that's fine with us. Yeah.
I might just sit that one out completely.
Yeah.
That way,
Yeah.
no one's feelings are hurt, not mine, really. Now, who are you most excited to face off against? Who are you also most nervous to face off against?
For me, it's Castle Island. I got a couple buddies that I used to play college with. They're actually joining the team this year, so it should be an interesting test for us because last year each game was very intense and great puck movement, just a great flow of the game. It wasn't that chippy. It was just that's the one I'm most excited for sure.
Yeah, that Castle Island team is historically probably one of the best teams we get to play against. They're all Boston College and Boston University graduates that got to play in national championships and are still in their early 30s, late 20s, so they're still in shape and still can come up to 8,000 feet and play some good hockey. So yeah, that one's a scary one, I should say, as far as who's gonna be
who's gonna win.
has a chance against us. The one I'm most excited about is this weekend against Jackson Hole. They've historically whooped on us. But we, for the first time ever, went there 3 weeks ago and beat them 2 games in their own building. So we've never done that before. We never won a single game there, not let alone 2. So excited to have them in our barn and
go for the sweep.
Yeah, go
First
for the
sweep in
4-game
history.
sweep.
You know, they have some choice words when they're around town, and you'll run into them, and they'll be like, "Yeah, you know who I am," and I'm like, "No."
Yeah, sorry, you're not that cool.
So I'm excited to see that go down now. What's the website and the Instagram if people want to get all the information?
Yeah, VailYetiHockey.com is our website, and Vail Yeti Hockey is our Instagram as well, at Vail Yeti Hockey.
That way people can be in the know.
Exactly.
They can see what fun is happening out on the ice,
Yep.
who you're playing against,
Yep.
and they can buy their tickets in advance.
Totally, yep. Get them online. And then as well, the YouTube channel will be called Vail Yeti Hockey Club. So,
Cool.
yep, keep an eye out for that. We'll be posting about it as soon as it comes out. So as long as you're following the Instagram, you won't miss a thing.
Well, I want to thank you both so much for taking the time to chat with us, being here first thing this morning, and thanks for bringing the excitement to Vail.
Yeah, we're ready. We're excited.
Ready to get going.
Yep.
Make sure that this weekend you buy your tickets to the opening game for the Vail Yeti, because it's not an event you want to miss out on. It's always a ton of fun to be there, and it's a great way to support our community and our wonderful local athletes. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got the Nutcracker joining us, so don't go anywhere.
Good morning, Vail.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
Hi, it's Julio Garcia with TV8, and we're about to add some extra jolly to your holiday season. Join us for TV8's 12 Days Before Christmas and ring in the New Year advertising specials. For just $250, you can advertise your business on TV8 during the all-important holiday season. We'll run your commercial spot 10 times per day for 12 days. That's 120 spots to help drive traffic to your business. Choose the 12 Days of Christmas or run your ad during the Ring in the New Year special, which starts on December 26th and runs for 12 days. Or better yet, purchase both for just $450. Don't have a commercial? Don't worry, TV8 will help create one from your photos or videos at no extra charge. So don't delay. A deal this good won't last long. Contact the station to reserve your spot, and from all of us at TV8, have a wonderful holiday season.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today. Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
Tune in Saturdays at 5 p.m. for Offbeat Cinema, where the coffee is always hot and the movies are oh so cool. Find us on Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tv8vail.com.
Good morning, Vail.
This weather report is sponsored by Grand Hyatt Vail.
An expert in the field of careers, whether you're looking for the perfect candidate or whether you're looking for the perfect job, is recruiter guy Bill Humbert. And we're always excited to hear his wealth of knowledge when it comes to finding that perfect job. So let's hear what he has to say. Is attracting talented candidates important to your company? It sure is, and we've got the expert Bill Humbert from Recruiter Guy joining us. He is the Recruiter Guy. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Maddie. How are you today?
I'm wonderful and always excited to learn from an expert such as yourself. So let's talk about why having talented candidates is so important.
Well, first of all, they're the ones that make the difference between your company disrupting an industry or having a problem meeting your goals and, making money, period. And most companies have transitioned from newspaper ads to attract candidates. And unfortunately, they moved to job boards. And the reason I say unfortunately is job boards are nothing more than automated newspaper ads. So my clients have begun to transition to talent attraction. And I created the talent attraction process back in 1993 on a recruiting contract with MCI Telecommunications. And within 1 year, from January 1st of 93 to December 31st of 93, we had to recruit a minimum of 120 IT professionals to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And there were only 3 IBM mainframe shops in Cedar Rapids. The largest one by 2 times was already MCI. And the second one was an insurance company. I couldn't recruit those people because it's a different culture. And the third one only had 18 programmers, but I heavily stole from them. I only took 9 of their 18. Anyway, I ended up creating a strategy, and the strategy was to interview candidates the last 2 weeks of every month. We would interview 18 to 24 candidates per day, make hiring decisions every night, and start the process all over the next day, and did that for 2 weeks in a row. And where did I get my candidates? Primarily from networking. The managers that we recruited wanted to recruit their people that already worked for them, and we relocated, only about 45 of the candidates out of 220 lived in the Cedar Rapids area. So we had to not only recruit but also relocate all of them, and it was primarily done through networking.
That's incredible. What an accomplishment. Now, how did you attract so many wonderful candidates?
Well, Maddie, when you think about it, understand the needs of people. And they want confidence that when they make that job change, they will find a company that will treat them well, and the managers will treat them well. And my managers, I coach them to network with people that they worked with in the past that they wanted to hire and bring them to Cedar Rapids and work in Cedar Rapids. Now, the nice thing about Cedar Rapids, back in those days, it was a very safe town. Had great education. It was great for the kids. And most of the time, I recruited people who already lived in Iowa at one point, and they were the ones that were excited to come.
Now, why were so many people attracted to this job opportunity in Cedar Rapids?
Well, think about it. In those days, 1992, 1993, MCI was amazing. It was fun to work with. They created friends and family, where if you recruited other members of your friends or your families to their long distance service, you would get an extra discount. And they were killing AT&T in long distance, and Sprint they weren't even in the game anymore. And with that, and then 1-800-COLLECT, 1-800-COLLECT took AT&T's collect call business to the showers. So So it's fun to work with a company like that who really understands marketing. They understands how to treat people. There were administrative assistants who went to work for MCI when they first started, who became millionaires when they went public. So it was a great company to work for, and people knew it. And that's how I attracted so many people.
And then, of course, can you give us a quick recap on how you became so successful so quickly?
Well, first of all, I have a knowledge of people and with their needs, and that's really important. And secondly, I expected success in the recruiting process because I'd been there before. I was recruiting for 13 years by then. And the other thing is I had an amazing culture at MCI, amazing managers, and you'll find that recruiting mirrors the sales process. And if you, and look at this, I got the wrong one up. If you will go to scan this, you'll see that recruiting mirrors the sales process perfectly. And that'll take you and it'll show you how the two compare. So this is the way I recruited and was successful. And this is the way other companies can succeed too.
Now, Bill, if people would like some more information or maybe the opportunity to chat with you, where can they go to have that?
It's very easy. On that QR code down below it, it's recruiterguy.com contact, and that's how you'll be able to get to my calendar and find a time that's convenient for you, and then just connect with me.
Bill, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and always sharing your level of expertise with all of us. That way everyone can find the perfect candidate and the perfect job.
Thank you, Maddie. It's great. I enjoy being here.
Make sure that you check out recruiterguy.com. That way you can get all this wonderful information and you can have the opportunity to chat with Bill himself. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so don't go anywhere.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Ooh. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No. Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
There's no better place to celebrate this season than with holidays around the world at the Sebastian Vail. From December 14th through January 1st, embark on a festive journey that captures the essence of global holiday traditions from the United States, Mexico, Italy, Brazil, and the United Kingdom. Delight in cultural live music, savor international cuisine, create festive crafts, and much more. Plus, no holiday season would be complete without a trip to the Leonora Igloo Experience or the Sebastian Signature Hot Cocoa. Book your adventure now at thesebastianvail.com.
Discover the perfect blend of style and performance in your eyewear at Eyepieces. With convenient locations in Vail Village, Lions Head, Beaver Creek, Edwards, Basalt, and Snowmass, Eyepieces is the destination for luxury eyewear and high-performance optics. From iconic brands to the latest in sport frames and snow goggles, we have the eyewear to match your mountain lifestyle. Plus, we offer prescription lens services, including eye exams, custom lenses, and prescription goggles for your mountain adventures. Visit us today to experience the art of vision. Eyepieces, serving the Vail Valley's vision needs for over 40 years.
Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for some brilliant face art? Well, then Eyepieces of Vail has got you covered. And Ross had the opportunity to stop by their beautiful location in Lions Head, which is a little boutique pop-up that you're not going to want to miss out on. And so let's take you over to Lions Head.
Winter is off to a great start here in Vail, and we are at Eyepieces of Vail with Philip Dieter to talk about all the gear you need. Philip, how are we doing?
Great. Thanks for coming in today.
So we've got a lot of snow out there to start the season, and part of that changes all the conditions when it's snowing and it's sunny. So we got goggles here to talk about. What kind of goggles do you have here at Eyepieces?
We really carry a wide variety of different manufacturers. As you could see on the back wall here, we have goggles from Smith, Annan, Oakley. We also carry Giro, 100%, Revo. You'll see a slightly different collection at each one of our 8 stores, but those are some of the core pieces that we have right now.
Yeah, and what I don't think people realize is there's a science behind these goggles, right? And so depending on the conditions, kind of really factors into what you want to wear. But what are some of the goggles we have here to show off?
Well, you're right about meeting conditions, because it really can make or break your experience. So some of the goggles that I was going to talk about today, all of these goggles come with 2 lenses. If your current goggle, like an Oakley goggle, only has 1, we certainly sell additional replacement lenses, so you can match conditions. But these 3 give you 2 right off the bat.
Okay.
I'm going to start with Giro. It's one of my favorites. Giro is one that I ski with, and I like it because it has one of the widest field of visions out of any of our goggles. So those of you that are looking for more peripheral vision, Giro may be the way to go.
That's a lot of us snowboarders out there. I like to say head on a swivel, keep your eyes looking all around.
Exactly. The more you can see, the better. It comes with great anti-fog protection. It also has a Zeiss lens. So if you're not familiar with Zeiss, Zeiss is one of the most premium lenses out there you can get. So when people put on this goggle, they're just kind of stunned on how clear everything is. And this comes in both a sunny and a low light condition lens. Really easy change out, just a couple tabs and magnets. So you can kind of do it on the fly.
Awesome. And I'm in the market for new goggles because I got ice on the top of that and ripped that ice off and kind of ripped that protection off. So kind of a pro tip, do not rip ice off of your goggles.
Yeah, one of the things that a lot of people do is they're constantly wiping the inside of their goggles. And the more you do that, unfortunately, the more that you're taking off the anti-fog property. Most of them are not kind of baked in. So we recommend, if you keep your goggles on, you're not taking them on and off, you're less likely to fog. If you make sure they're nice and dry when you go out in the morning, again, reducing the chance for fogging. And then if you do get a little moisture in there, next time you get down to the restroom, get to the blow dryer, kind of blow that moisture out with that cool air, and rather than kind of wipe it out. And you can really extend the life of a goggle.
Yeah, and these are those pro tips you're going to get from the staff here at Eyepieces of Vail, like Philip, stuff that I didn't even know about rubbing the inside. So very cool. If you have questions, be sure to ask you guys.
And we're here to answer. The second goggle that I have is from Annan. I really like Annan for its ease of change. It's fully magnetic, so it's that simple to change out the lens. The other nice feature about Annan, they have 5 different sizes, so we could really tailor the fit with your helmet. And finally, the balaclava has been hugely popular. They introduced this a couple years ago. It also has a magnet like the lens, so you have that around your neck, and when you're ready to go out, you just pull it up to your nose.
It's so nice, and the functionality of that is really what you're looking for to avoid that fog getting up there, keep your face warm, right?
Exactly. It's all about being comfortable, too. You want to see, but you want to be comfortable while you're doing it, too.
You also also want to look good, right? Because when you look good, you feel good, you ski good, right? So these are all beautiful looking goggles as well, right?
Exactly, and that's why we have so many colors to choose from, because everyone has a different size, but everyone has different tastes in terms of, you know, looking good out on the mountain.
Definitely. We got a couple more here.
Yeah, this other one I brought is from Smith. This particular one is the 40 mag. They introduced a new size. This is the XL, but it comes in a regular and a small. So again, really tailoring that fit to the face and to the helmet. But this curve at the bottom of the lens, Giro, I mentioned, gives you peripheral vision. This one gives you a little bit, about 10-15% more view down the mountain. So for some skiers, that's really important. This one also has the magnet system. You flip a couple tabs and it's all magnets. So again, on the fly, you can change that lens really quick.
Yeah, and so that looking downhill is for looking for imperfections in the snow, right? Or kind of a roller or a bump that you might not see with other goggles, right?
Exactly, and that's where the color of the lens. So many people come in, they're like, I want the red ones. But they'll be coming in on a day where it's dumping snow. And so part of what we try to do is explain that the color of the lens really can correspond to the conditions outside. So your yellows, your persimmons, your blue storms are great for those really snowy, dumpy days, where your bright reds, your onyx, those are going to be good for the sunniest days. And then there's some that are in between, some of the greens and such. Those are good for when it's kind of mixed conditions.
Definitely. And so Eyepieces of Vail obviously has goggles, but it has so much more here too. It has the prescription eyewear, helmets, but the goggles are really the crux of what's going on here, right?
Exactly. And we even offer prescription for your goggles. So I see so many people, they come in, they get a great pair of goggles, and then they're struggling out on the mountain because their glasses underneath are fogging up. I even had a gentleman last year, he fell and his glasses broke and cut his cheek, and he spent, some time at the emergency room. So we offer a goggle insert. This will fit into any of the goggles out on the wall. We treat this with anti-fog, and it's nice because if you have 2 or 3 different pair of goggles, this can move from goggle to goggle. So once you have the anti-fog in there and your prescription in there, the rest is just clear sailing.
Yeah, and again, it's just to make your experience better out on the mountain, no matter the conditions.
Exactly, and that's what we're trying to help with. We do offer a prescription goggle as well, too. We have a couple different ones. The one I'm showing today is from Evil Eye, and you can see that it has a dedicated prescription lens on the inside, and this is for low light conditions, but the smart people at Evil Eye have created this extra lens that simply slides into the grooves here, and then what happens is now you have your sunny day lens. So again, this can be changed if you're up on the top of the mountain, suddenly conditions change, boom, you're set.
So cool. It's so cool to see how technology has progressed and making it better for skiers and snowboarders to get out and about.
Exactly. And we introduced a goggle last year. It is on its way now. I think it's shipping from Italy. It's from it's called the Electra. And it has one Zeiss lens in the front, really well treated with anti-fog, but the biggest addition to that is it has a photo cell up in the top. So the minute you come out of the trees and you hit the sun, within a second, it instantly changes the lens to a bright light lens. And then you go back in the trees, boom, a second later it's back. So it was a phenomenal product for us last year, and I can't wait for it to arrive in the store again.
That sounds like one I might have to try this winter. Very cool.
It's a game changer. My husband got one. He was a little bit of a skeptic. He took it out for one run, and he was like convinced. So he's like my biggest spokesperson for it now.
That is amazing because that's really what happens out there. Philip, thanks so much for joining us. Anything else we want to add about goggles here at Eyepieces?
If you have any other questions about goggles, their care, the fit, just come to one of our 8 locations, and everyone has a goggle expert that can certainly help you out.
Yeah, you really are the experts here. Eyepieces of Vail has been serving this community for over 40 years now. 2 locations in Vail, 1 in Vail Village. We're here in Lions Head. 3 locations.
3 in Vail, 1 here, Beaver Creek, Edwards, and then we have 2 down valley in Snowmass and Willits.
You can't miss them. This is where I shop for all of my needs. Philip, thanks so much. Check out Eyepieces of Vail, whether you need new gear or you just want to update what you have or kind of replace some stuff. Philip, good luck out there this winter.
Excellent. Thanks so much.
We'll be right back with the rest of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
There's no better place to spend the holidays than right here in the Vail Valley. Kick off the season with plenty of chances to smile with Santa. You don't want to miss the Lions Head tree lighting on November 30th or the Vail Village tree lighting on December 8th. And of course, what is a holiday season without the Vail Kris Kringle Market? Visit discovervail.com for all the details. The Vail Performing Arts Center also has an exciting lineup of festival performances, guaranteed to put you in the holiday spirit. Time for Three, the Grammy and Emmy-winning string trio, performing their A Time for Three holiday program on December 22nd. Acclaimed bluegrass ensemble Authentic Unlimited, bringing their An Authentic Christmas show on December 23rd. The Silhouettes, the world-renowned shadow dance company, presenting The Light of Christmas on December 27th. Mountain Film on tour, co-president with Vail Symposium, kicking off the new year of January 2nd with a selection of inspiring documentary shorts. And the legendary Chicago-based comedy troupe, The Second City, celebrating 65 years of laughs on January 3rd. Go to valarpac.org to get your tickets.
Daily Flash.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
We want to thank you so much for tuning into your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here to bring you all of this wonderful information. Now, we are expecting maybe a little snow in the forecast, but we hope that you make your way up to the races taking place up in Beaver Creek and support so many wonderful athletes and enjoy all of the festivities. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time right here on Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
For fun